Hello mga kawawmat. In this video, we will continue the discussion about the application of sequences and series in financial mathematics. But our focus today is the application of sequences in simple interest. So first, let us familiarize the following terms. We have lender or creditor, so a person or institution who invests the money or makes the funds available. Borrower or debtor, so this is a person or institution. Pag sinabi natin institution, that is a bank or a private company who owes the money or avails of the funds from the lender. Origin or loan date, date on which money is received by the borrower. Repayment date or maturity date, date on which the money borrowed or loan is to be completely repaid. Time or term. So amount of time in years the money is borrowed or invested. Length of time between the origin and the maturity dates. Principal, amount of money borrowed or invested on the origin date. Rate, the annual rate usually in percent charged by the lender or rate of increase of the investment. Interest, so ito yung tubo, amount of paid or earned for the use of money. A loan is a money borrowed from a bank or lender that you must pay back over time, usually with added interest. So, our examples here in this discussion is more on loan. Simple interest, interest that is computed on the principal and then added into it. So take note, to solve loan problems using arithmetic sequence, we treat the principal, so this is our a sub 1 or the first term, as our starting point, and the annual interest as the common difference is nakapix naman yung amount niya. In simple interest, the interest is calculated only on the principal, meaning the amount added each year remains constant. So this creates a perfect arithmetic sequence. So for example, Aling Rosa borrowed 10,000 pesos from a local credit cooperative to expand her sari-sari store. The cooperative charged a 5% simple interest rate per year. So we will answer the following question. Number one, what is the interest earned each year? So, nandiyan na sa baba yung sagot, no? Since 10,000 yung hiniram niya, and then, charge siya ng 5% simple interest rate. So, si 10,000, imumultiply lang natin sa 5%. So, ang 5% na yan, gagawin nating decimal. So, ang 5% is 0.05 in decimal. So, 10,000 times 0.05, the answer is 500. So, yung interest na na-earn niya each year is 500 pesos. Next, write the first four terms of the sequence representing the total amount owed and the end of each year. So, pwede kayo gumawa ng table to represent. So, dito sa unang column, makikita natin yung year, okay, yung interest, and then yung total na ng pera. So sa year 1, since ang interest is 500, so you need, si Aling Rosa, 10,500 pesos ang need ibayad na sa year 1. So pagdating ng pangalawang taon, that will become 11,000 kasi 10,500 plus another 500 pesos, 11,000. And so on and so forth. So, pagdating ng pang-apat na taon, so that is 12,000 na. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, kailangan niya, magkano yung ah, charge? 2,000, no? Mula dun sa 10,000 sa apat na taon. Next, what is the total amount Aling Rosa needs to pay after 6 years? So dito, pwede natin gamitan ng arithmetic sequence formula. So, ang A sub 1 natin dyan, of course, is the 10,500, the year 1. Bakit hindi 10,000? So, that's the year 0 kasi, no? So, itong gagamitin natin. So, kapag ang ginamit mo na A sub 1 is 10,000, so dapat yung N mo ay magdadagdag ka ng 1. Kasi yun yung year 0 eh, yung 10,000. Pero, kung ang ginamit mo na is yung after year 1, so hindi na kailangan magdagdag ng 1 dun sa n mo. So, I hope naintindihan. So, again, ang A sub 1 natin ay hindi 10,000 ha, kasi year 0 pa lang yon. After 1 year, 10,500 na ang starting. So, kaya 10,500 ang A sub 1 natin. So, yung D natin is 500 at yung N natin is 6 years. So, substitute. So, our A sub 1, 10,500 plus the quantity of 6 minus 1 times 500. So, 6 minus 1 is 5 times 5, that is 2,500. Add lang natin 10,500 plus 2,500. The answer is 13,000. So, ibig sabihin, ang kailangan bayaran ni Aling Rosa after 6 years, dun sa hiniram niya ay 13,000 pesos. Next, Manghu Juan took a loan of 60,000 pesos to purchase a second-hand tricycle. So the agreement is a 4% annual simple interest rate. So questions. Number one, what is the total or the interest earned each year? Number two, how much total interest will accumulate after 10 years? Number three, what is the total maturity value? So pag kinukuha yung total maturity value. So, add lang natin yung principal amount plus the interest at the end of 10 years. So, unahin natin yung number 1. So, magkano yung interest no, na earn niya each year? Since 4% annual simple interest, multiply lang natin sa 60,000 and magiging decimal yung 4% natin. So 60,000 times 0.04, that is 2,400. So the interest earned each year is 2,400. So how much total interest will accumulate after 10 years? Okay, so anong gagawin? Pwede kayo mag-table or pwede rin naman, since after 10 years nakuha mo na yung interest, so i-multiply na lang natin directly. So 2,400 times 10, so that is 24,000. So total maturity value niya, since may nakalagay naman dito, that's the principal amount plus the interest. Yung principal amount natin is yung 60,000 plus yung na-accumulate niya yung interest after 10 years, which is 2,400, 24,000 after 10 years pala. So, 2,400 times 10 is 24,000. So, add lang natin sa principal amount. 60,000 plus 24,000 is 84,000. Next, a farmer in Nueva Ecija borrowed 25,000 for fertilizers and seeds. The Rural Bank offers a simple interest rate of 8% per annum. So, number one, what is the interest earned each year? So, same process nung ginagawa natin sa problem 1 and 2. So, i-multiply lang natin yung principal sa 8%. So, sa 8% magiging decimal, that will become 0.08. So, 25,000 times 0.08 is 2,000. So, the interest earned each year is 2,000 pesos. Next, if the farmer pays the loan at the end of 3 years, so magkano yung total amount na babayaran niya? So, yung total amount after 3 years, so sa year 1, so the principal amount plus 2,000 na interest, so sa year 1, 27,000. Sa year 2 naman, of course, sa year 2 natin is magiging add ka lang, no? Kung mano-mano ang gagawin mo. Halimbawa, yung ginawa natin table kanina, 27,000 plus 2, so that's 29,000. Another plus 2, that is 31,000. So, ganun lang. Pero pwede natin gamitin yung arithmetic sequence. So, ang A sub 1 natin is 27,000. Ito yon. And then the common difference ay 2,000 at ang N natin ay 3. So, A sub 3 is equal to 27,000 plus 3 minus 1 times 2,000. So, 2,000 times 2 na lang, no? 4,000 plus 27,000. The answer is 31,000. So, pwede rin naman yung naka-table, no? Madali lang na, kasi 3 taon lang naman, so madali lang mag-plus, plus, plus. So, sa year 1, 27,000. Sa year 2, mag-add ka lang dito ng 2,000. Kasi yun ang interest earn bawat taon. So, sa pangalawang taon, 29. Sa pangatlo, 31. So, same lang sila. Okay, so ito lang, meron tayong formula na ginagamit dahil kailangan natin i-apply yung natutunan nyo sa sequence dito sa simple interest. Question number 3, if the farmer extends the loan, in what year will the total amount owed reach 37,000 pesos? So, ilang taon, no? O ilang taon ang kailangan, no, para makapagbayad siya ng 37,000 pesos? So, paano natin gagawin? So, yung 37,000, that will be our A sub n, no? So, yun yung kasi yung kabuuan. So, ang kinukuha natin dito is yung n, yung variable na n, kasi doon natin malalaman kung ilang taon. So, A sub n natin dito is 37,000, yung A sub 1 natin is 27,000, and the common difference is 2,000. So, isa-substitute lang natin yan. So, 37,000 using the formula is equal to 27,000 plus the quantity of n minus 1 times 2,000. So, ito pwede natin ilipat dito sa kabila. 37,000 minus 27,000 is 10,000 is equal to n minus 1 times 2,000. So, dividing both side, ng equation natin by 2,000. So, ito makakancel yung 2,000 sa right side. So, dito 10,000 divide 2,000 is 5,000. 10,000 divided 2,000 is 5. So, 5 is equal to n minus 1. So, ilipat natin yung negative 1 sa kabila. So, that will become n is equal to 6. So, ibig sabihin, 6 na taon para siya mapagbayad itong 37,000 pesos.
Thank you for watching this video. I hope you learned something. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell button para updated kayo for more video tutorial. This is your guide in learning your math lesson, your Wow Math channel.